Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Just got off work. I'm sorry, a bunch of trucks over here with yellow flashing lights, trying to figure out exactly what they're doing. I don't know like the utility people, but sort of similar kind of truck, so they might be working on the power lines or something, or telephone. I just seen the yellow and it kind of looked like records there for a minute, and I had to look and see what's going on. Oh, sorry, all of a sudden I had a pain in the side. Now today wasn't a bad day. It definitely was a hot one though. Which also humid because of being cloudy. It was raining this morning, so wasn't able to ride my motorcycle today, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But because I want to give my car a little bit of rest, but I do need to go pick up some dog food, so I guess I need the car anyway. I don't think anybody seen my vlog early this morning, which would be kind of hard to see me. It is dark. Just decided to do a little video talking about the C10. Now when I put the transmission fluid in the C10, the transmission does engage, so it was low. So apparently most of it must have came out of that torque converter, and it does leak around the speedometer seating unit, or whatever it's called, speed sensor. So it must have leaked a little bit more than I thought, which it has been sitting though for about 2 years, so didn't too much surprise me. I'm just so glad I didn't have to actually drop the transmission. But there was a downside to it too, because when I got engaged, I was like, let's see if I can back the truck up just a little bit. I even moved one of my motorcycles out of the way just in case, because I'm parking like maybe 2.5 to 3 foot behind the truck. I was wanting to back it up about that far. So put in reverse, gave it a little bit of gas, and it was like the wheels were scotched. And I did a vlog earlier where I talking about where I think I had one of my jack stands still underneath the truck when I was working on the gas tank, that I would check it and make sure before I put it in gear. Well, I forgot to do that. And so I put it in park, look, sure enough, one of my jack stands was under there. So I had to get my jack it up, get it out from underneath there. And decided I'll give it one more shot. So I put in reverse, give it a little bit of gas, and it's still again like it moved a little bit, and it was like it was up against something, like something was under scotching the wheels. So I checked all the wheels. It's starting to rain right now. Anyway, I checked all the wheels, and I had it scotched in the front because my truck is sitting on a little bit of a hill like this, so I didn't want it to roll forward at any time that I might disengage the transmission prior to me actually getting the engine in. Now when I put it forward, it would go forward, and like I said, it do got some stuff scotching it. But I didn't see nothing in the rear except for the wheels, you know, being settled into the dirt from all the rain, and it had been sitting there. So I put it forward and actually drove it up on what I had it on. Now I figured that I'd use that to give me a little bit of momentum to get it out of the hump and see if I can get it back up. And doing that, I had to do it twice, but it did get it out of the little holes that the tires had settled into. And I looked again to see if anything was, you know, might have been there that I couldn't see. That maybe some leaves that was underneath it was blocking, but it'd have to be a real small rock. But I never did see nothing. So I tried it again, put in reverse just to back it up a little bit more, make sure everything's good, and it was still holding that up. And it's by that time when I realized my brakes are locked up. Now going forward is fine, but what it is when you back it up, that's when the adjusters would adjust the brakes if it needs to do any adjusting when you back it up and you put on the brakes. Well, apparently the brakes was set there and they expanded on the inside, so it's locked back that way, and so when I put it in reverse, it's like having the brakes on all the time. Forward, it pulls that tension off of it, off the springs and everything, so it'll allow it to go forward. I have no way of pulling the truck out going forward because it's pointing towards the backyard, and the backyard goes down towards the creek. There's no exit that way. All the driveway is behind the truck. But the transmission does work, so I just need to do brakes and of course get the exhaust fixed where I can be able to actually drive it on the road. Now last night I finally broke down and bought the temperature sensor that I need to be able to hook up the temperature sensor to the PCM and to my instrument cluster as well, so I can use my own gauge, the factory gauge that was on the C10. Got one of the three-wire hookups, which I already had the harness. I bought quite a while and I got it wired up. I haven't loomed it up yet because I want to get that sensor put in and make sure it's going to work. Everything's going to work right, make sure I got the wiring good. One thing I'm trying to figure out now is exactly what adapter I need to use for the oil pressure sending unit, so I can use my factory oil pressure gauge as well. I've seen some use one that looks like it's in a little bit of an angle, but I can't remember which one of the YouTubers I've seen done that that's used those, or I've come across another one that set a price on there, and I can see how much it is. It ain't all that much, but I want to make sure the sending unit that I need actually work with it, because he is needing it for a lot newer model than what my truck is. But I need to get that where I can actually keep an eye on the oil pressure. And I'd like to have a way of having the PCM, well, the computer know what kind of pressure I got as well. But get the temperature sensor in, that'll be a big plus. I'll be able to, one, be able to see how hot it's getting, and two, it'll let the PCM know, hey, turn this fan on turn this fan on when it gets to this temperature and turn this off when it gets down to that low. Because right now, it don't know how hot the engine actually is getting. Now, I do got the radiator hooked up, water lines, but I'm still confused about the radiator mounts. I was looking at my cousin's boyfriend. He brought his K5 over so I could look at how he's done the bumper and the seats that he put in it. And I got him to let me look at his radiator. And his radiator, it boats and everything just like mine. But his radiator goes all the way from the top to the bottom, so that's where I got those two rubber mounts. Those off the other ones was at the very bottom. But my radiator is about that far from being able to be that tall, I guess, to go from the bottom of the core support to the top of the core radiator mount to hold it in place. I know it's the radiator that came out of the truck, but I don't understand why it's not fitting the way it used to. Unless for somehow that radiator just happened to pop up and my actual radiator somewhere else. But I know for a fact that's the one because my transmission lines is still on there. Or at least one piece was, because it had been cut and a rubber line put in there. When I disconnected, I just disconnected the rubber line. So I'm still confused why it mounts different now than what it did before, or why there's such a big difference in it. But I do got it where it's up where I can actually crank it up, fill it up, run it. Got the steam vent hooked up. The only thing, when I was running to check, make sure it's the water pump's going to work right, didn't leak. I was looking underneath and I kept seeing drip that was coming towards the front underneath where the radiator was, but I checked that part of the radiator and the radiator was completely dry, but I could see where it was dripping underneath the truck. Checked all the hoses, even the steam vent line where I hooked it up to the radiator. All that was actually good. There's only one other thing that I can think that it might be that's letting it drip, and that'd be coming from the overflow. And sure enough, it was dripping out of the overflow. So it may or may not mean I need to get a new radiator cap. I don't have an overflow tank right now. Just wanted a few small stuff I still need to get. Probably get an aftermarket one. I got about 3 different models I'm looking at. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to go with. But it does, when it warms up, it leaks enough. Coming from that, just seems like it leaks a little more than what it should. So what I done was just kind of folded it over and clamped it shut. Bypassed the relay and just hooked the fan booster comes in, get everything rewired up to the relay, and I'll send a signal, get a little small switch, and run the signal straight to the relay where I can bypass it and cut the switch, cut the fan on that way. Figure out where I'm going to mount one that's under the dash, that and the fuse block, and also the one that's actually under the hood as well, and mount my PCM down, because right now it's just sitting on the under the hood on the inner fender, but it's not bolted to anything, so if I was to drive it, it'd just flop. Which I was going to work on that some yesterday, but it did start pouring down rain. It was raining just a few minutes ago, but it looks pretty clear up here right now. But I don't know if I'll get anything done when I get home or not after I rest up a little bit. Pretty cloudy and windy. Got rain being called for all the rest of the week, but it does supposed to be clear this weekend, which is good, even though I won't have the money to do anything unless I haul off some scrap metal. Still need to make a few calls and find out how much it's going to cost to have me some exhaust on that truck. Also need to check on my brake pads. Not brake pads and brake shoes. I think it's the rear that's the problem. So I probably need to put some brake shoes on there first. I don't know how long it's been since it hasn't been changed. I do want to upgrade the brake system, but with how much this is budgeted, this being the slow season, which started way earlier than what it normally does, probably have to wait until first early springtime of next year when it warms up to be able to really do anything like that. Plus, what I'd like to do is upgrade it where it's got all-wheel disc brakes. Probably even upgrade the booster system and replace the master cylinder. Something I need to look into. And I need to also finish working on the seats. Something I really need to work on. I have decided I'm going to change the way I was going to mount them. The way I mounted was a hanger iron that goes from one side to the other in the middle to hold it up, and then the ones in the corner, and I was going to make a bracket that would mount all of those together and bolt to the original locations. Pretty much I decided to change my plans because I got thinking about it today at work of all things. Probably better if I made these brackets separate. That way if I decide I need to take one seat out to do anything, I can remove just the one seat and I don't have to worry about both, because right now they're mounted together, and that way I can have them separate. But I got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it the rest of the way. I believe I'll be able to do it with the material that I already got. Wouldn't have to buy no extra material. So it's just something I got to look into. especially before I start driving it on the road. I'm doing a little test drive around my neighborhood. Wouldn't be so bad, but I definitely need to make it where it's secure and safe when I'm driving down the main road. Which, as soon as I can figure out how to do the exhaust and how I need it, I'll be able to start driving it on the road. Which it may end up being when after my temp sensor comes in, before I do any long driving. That way I can keep this monitor, and that way the engine will know more of what my how hot my engine actually is getting. Anyway, I'm here at the store. Like I said, I gotta pick up some dog food. I'll pick up a few other little small knickknacks. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. And this thing doesn't want to shut off at times.